guys, this is Tamela, and I want to welcome you back again to another exciting episode of Designing with Hope on Design, designing for the home, body, and soul. Now, this is a long-awaited requested video. I had some of my YouTube subscribers as well as Instagram followers request for me to do a DIY video on how to recreate the Chanel-inspired flower vase as well as the Chanel-inspired perfume bottle. So in this video today, I'm going to share with you those two DIYs. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, before I get started, let me first give credit to Simply Preet, who inspired me to recreate this DIY Chanel-inspired flower vase. And I will also list her YouTube channel below so that you can go over and check out her Chanel vase DIY. Now, these are the items needed to recreate this look. You're going to need a glass rectangular or square vase, a large styrofoam ball, a package of self-seal laminated pouches in the size 5x7, a package of printable white sticker paper in the size 8.5x11, floral cutters, E6000 glue, a butter knife, and also your floral stems that you're going to use for this project. So now in this next step, let's prep our vase. You want to make sure to start off with a clean vase free from all fingerprints, and be sure to remove all tags and stickers. Next, you want to print out your Chanel logo onto the printable white sticker paper. I just simply Googled Chanel logos and picked one that I like. Now, make sure that the size that you choose is in scale and proportion to your vase size, and then once you've done that, you're ready to move on to the next step. Now, as you can see, I've already cut out one of the Chanel logos. And then you want to take your photo laminating sheet, you want to open it up, you want to take your logo, you want to place it on top, then you grab a pen and you'll just trace around the logo. Once you've traced out a pattern, then you just simply cut it out. And then once you have it cut out, then you're ready to move on to the next step. Now, in the last part of prepping this vase, I just simply pull the backing off of the logo, place it onto the vase, and then I pull the backing off of the laminating sheet and placed it on top of the logo. This will give it a perfect seal. And so now let's go ahead and get started on the floral part. Now let's go ahead and get started on the floral part of the vase. Now, you remember the large green styrofoam ball? Well, that's the reason why you needed your butter knife, because you're going to cut this in half and then you can clean it all up to make it smooth. And then once you've done that, then you take your bouquet of flowers that you're going to use and you take your floral snippers and you just simply snip off each limb. And this is what it should look like once you've snipped it off. And then you just simply remove the leaves from the stem. And the reason why you're going to remove the leaves is because you're going to take these leaves and you're going to put your E6000 glue on the bottom and you're going to cover the entire bottom with the leaves. Now, once you've done that, then you simply take your floral cutters and you just simply snip off the top part, and then you just simply insert it, start at the top, and you insert it right into the top of the styrofoam ball. Now, here's your finished product. You should have filled in around the entire perimeter of the styrofoam ball with all of the flowers, and then underneath you should have glued all of the green leaves on the bottom. Now, you just simply take your E6000 glue and you put it around the perimeter of the vase, and then you take your bouquet and then you place it inside of the vase. And there you have created your DIY Chanel-inspired flower vase. Now, this next DIY is going to be quick and simple. I'm going to show you how to recreate the DIY Chanel-inspired perfume bottle. The items you're going to need is a glass bottle with a flat front, a pair of scissors, the self-seal laminating pouches in the size 5x7. You're also going to need again the printable white sticker paper 8.5x11, and you're also going to need a strand of pearls, or you can use ribbon. So now let's go ahead and let's get started on this quick DIY. Now, you basically want to follow the same steps that you did when you created the flower vase. You want to print out your Chanel logo, you want to cut one out, then you want to take your photo laminating sheet, you want to open it up, you want to place your logo inside, you want to trace around the logo until you get your pattern, then you would cut out your pattern, and then you'll have your pattern along with your logo, and then you're ready to move on to the next step. Now, in this last step, you just simply do the same steps that you did when you created the floral vase. You just simply peel the backing off of the logo, place it on top of the bottle, and then you peel the backing off of the laminating sheet and place it on top of the logo. Then you simply take your pearls or ribbon, whatever you're using, and you would just drape it around the neck of the bottle. And there you have created your DIY Chanel inspired perfume bottle. How beautiful and gorgeous is your creation? So now hopefully I have inspired you to create your own DIY Chanel inspired flower vase or perfume bottle. And if you decide to tackle one of those DIY projects, I would love to see your creation. So please be sure to tag me on Instagram at Haute on Design TX, or you can also post your creation on my Facebook page, Haute on Design. So once again, thanks for watching Designing with Haute on Design, designing for the home, body, and soul. Bye for now.